Afghanistan, the way they left. I was leaving Afghanistan. We were going to leave with dignity and strength and our equipment, and we're going to stay in Bagram. And we were taking the soldiers out last, right? Last. You don't take them out first. We took them out first, and then they were free to have, they had a free-for-all. But we're going to keep Bagram, the big air base. You know who has Bagram right now? It's only 1 hour away from where China makes its nuclear weapons. You know who has it now? China has it now. The guy is just a horrible thing. So when he did that, I said, now the gloves are off. I can say anything I want. Think of it. Alphonse Capone, the great has anyone ever heard of Al Capone? Scarface, has anyone? This was not a nice person. Even Doug would have a hard time living with him. You would say, get the hell out of here. This guy's dangerous. No, if he didn't like you for dinner, he would kill you. You would never be found, let's put it this way. Do you have any wetlands around or swamps? Because he liked wetlands, you know. I just dumped him in the wetlands. But Al Capone was indicted less than me. I was indicted over a short period of time, 4 times. My whole life, I never even heard of the word. And now all of a sudden, I'm like a professional. And my father, who was a straight guy, he was a straight arrow, no games. He was all business. He was just a good man, but he was all business. He's looking down right now with my beautiful mother. And they're saying, my son got indicted 4 times. That's more than Alphonse Capone. What the hell's going on? That country's going haywire. No, but they've used this. They've weaponized the DOJ. And these are local prosecutors, but they've weaponized local prosecutors. They've taken people from the DOJ and they've put them into local offices. They've weaponized the whole thing. And if you're a normal but a very good politician and you get a subpoena or you get some form of a grand jury notice, you're sort of out of business. You know what you say? Like hundreds have said before, I will go home now to my family. I will work on my relationship with my family, and I will fight for my name. And by the way, that's the last you've ever heard of that person. He's gone. Because they've weaponized, and that's what their form of cheating is now. And if you're a congressman or a senator or anything, at least I have a voice, so I can get up and say, here's what the indictment is, and I can explain it. And a poll came out today, 88% say that these indictments are bullshit. So that's a very positive thing. And more importantly, my poll numbers are much higher than they would have been without it. You know, they've gone too far. In fact, I heard they were coming down with another one. They called in for what? Don't do it! We're going to indict this guy into the White House. Don't do it. You ever hear that? No, I don't think my poll numbers, Tom, what do you think? I don't think my poll numbers would be as high. And it's not a pleasant thing. You know, I have a judge in New York who's totally conflicted. Totally conflicted. This man is the most conflicted judge that you could ever have in history. And I hate to say man's crooked, but he's so conflicted it becomes crooked. And this is what we have. This is what we have. And it's a very sad thing. But when you explain it, I have a big platform like these things and lots of them. And, you know, I can get on television whenever I want. I can explain a lot of work. But my poll numbers are much higher, I think. Wouldn't you say? They're much higher than they would have ever been, Doug. Much higher. So we get something out of it. We get something out of it, but you have to do a lot of work, and it's a very unfair situation, but they weaponize it. That's their current form of cheating. And this never happened in the United States before. This happened with this horrible president who's just he's destroying our country.